Okay, so the Breakfast Club addressed all the drama from Jess Hilarious live the other day. It did not go well for Jess, and I don't know. It's weird because you do want to see them talk it out, but then it got to a point where it's just like I don't know if you want everybody to see all of this because then it's just gonna be more comments about the situation and it's gonna pull y'all apart more. Um, so Lauren was hurt by some of the things Jess said. Uh, she addressed it, and yeah, the way Jess said some things. If I was Lauren, I would be a little offended talking about the shut up and the hush. But I can understand. Okay, I'll say this first. I can understand why Jess was confused because it was like, all right, she was just supposed to fill in for me, and now she's still here doing my segment. And when I'm asking y'all about how this is gonna work, nobody's giving me any answers, and it's just saying go along with it. And she was like, they're calling it Just with the Mess, which everybody in the comments is like, this is not Just with the Mess. This is Lauren giving the news. And that's what Jess was trying to say. She wasn't expressing it in the best way, but she was trying to say, y'all got me here and I'm not doing Just with the Mess. So that should have been figured out. So that's why I think people are like, Charlamagne, this is your fault for not being a good leader and articulating exactly what y'all are doing because she's coming in doing the news. But I understand from the corporate standpoint because it's just like, okay, this is working with her doing the news. It's more concise. It's more clear with the stories that are going on, the gossip stories that are going on. So, like anybody can see, you got to keep Lauren. like that's clearly working. So Jess was just kind of trying to say, "Where's my place?" And nobody was saying anything. So, but Jess, you're wrong. You're wrong for how you addressed it, the way you went about it. Um, it made it look like you're hating. If you're really being honest, be honest. You were a little jealous. You're a little jealous. There's little things that people were picking up on that you were saying, and I love you. I think you're hilarious, but you were a little jealous. Um, but yeah, y'all should have stopped calling it Just with the Mess. She's right about that. It was not Just with the Mess. It was Lauren just giving the news. All right, Jess is a comedian. I'm a comedian. I know what she wants to do. She said that. She was like, she wants to have the story and then make it funny. Okay, so if y'all wanted to do that, y'all should have said, all right, we're going to have Lauren read the news, then boom, we're going to go to Jess, then boom, we're going to go to Charlamagne. The airtime thing, I didn't feel that. And Lauren said she wasn't trying to talk over you. I didn't feel like she was trying to talk over you. But I don't know. I guess you felt that in the room. The funny thing is the difference between Jess and Lauren, which everybody saw, is because Lauren comes from corporate. She comes from TNZ. So she's just like, I tried to work with you. I have my notes here. I remember I talked to the producer. And Jess is like, nah, man, fuck all that. What I'm trying to say is you kept talking over me and shit. So, Lauren's like, but I just feel like as women, we should work together and we should be together. That's cool and all. But what I'm saying is you doing my segment. um, so yeah, so people were just like Lauren was a little bit more professional, but just had valid grievances. It was just the fact that you went live. You shouldn't have gone live and then the on air. But then, yeah, like Lauren was saying, Charlamagne was making jokes the whole time. And if it's a joke situation, if it's not that serious, then that's fine. But if you're making jokes on air, but behind closed doors, y'all are like, we gotta get Jess out of here. That's wrong, Charlamagne. That's wrong. Okay, so if y'all really have her back, y'all should make her feel comfortable. Y'all made her audition for all that time, then y'all put her on the show, so figure out a way to make it work. So Lauren was like, it's gotta work. But then it seems like Lauren and Jess aren't getting along, and I'm just like, you know what, you can't come to, it can still work. I take that back. It can still work even if you're not getting along. They said Desus and Meryl didn't like each other for like 4 years. So, but y'all need to have some drinks, have some airtime. But yeah, it did look like Lauren handled the situation a little bit better, a little bit more professionally. But I think Jess is more new to this situation and trying to figure out where she stands. And yeah, the going live was bad. So, yeah, addressing on air, y'all know the comments are going to go crazy. The comments got to Jess. Everybody can see the comments got to Jess. She said that she didn't like the narrative that she was the villain and nobody addressed that. But I feel like I can understand from Envy and Charlamagne, they was just like, we never felt you were a villain. That's the comments saying that you're the villain. But she was like, y'all are making it look like, I see what she's saying, because she's saying it from the people that watch the show. Everybody's like, Lauren's about to take Jess's job. Lauren's about to take Jess's job. So Jess is like, yo, tell them Lauren's not going to take my job. Okay, tell them I have a place here, and the producer or people that run the show are probably like, we don't have to address that. But she's like, well, y'all aren't telling me anything. Nobody's making me feel comfortable what's going on. Now they did say, she said that they said Lauren had a place there, which obviously she did. So Lauren Jess was just like, where are we going with this? But Lauren got to teach Jess how to be more corporate. She got to be like, okay, I just want to know, like, where are we going with this? So is she going to be the fourth host? And then, like, how can I fit in to this situation? Like, yeah, we got to work together. So the show evolved. And in a weird type of way, because nobody knew Lauren was going to come in and be such a good place on the show. So they were trying to figure out, Jess was trying to figure out, and Jess was getting frustrated because she's getting rocked in the comments. And then Corey Holcomb, then people like, she got postpartum, and so she's getting emotional. And Charlamagne up there like, okay, guys, let's just everybody calm down. So making jokes talking about Jonathan Majors. So, but yeah, the way Jess came off on air, it didn't look good. And she's like, you guys are just throwing me out to the wolves. But they were just like, we didn't feel like we had to address it. And then Lauren was like, you know, the way you were saying, shut up and hush, and then you leaned into it. You didn't even apologize. I would be a little annoyed by Lauren too. So, but Lauren handled it very well. She didn't get emotional, or she didn't show it as much. And so hopefully they move past it. I mean, I like everybody in the show. I think a lot of people do like everybody on the show, but you know, when you read the comments, you're not thinking about that. You just, you know, your brain automatically goes to the negative. And like I said, I think 2 women on the show helps, and the show is different now. We're in different times. So yeah, take Jess with the mess off. Let her do Jess with the mess on her own, or let her do it digitally and then put it on the air later or something like that. And let Jess be Jess, let Lauren do Lauren, and Charlamagne and Envy do Charlamagne and Envy. But y'all got to rewrite the show. So it's up to the producers to figure out how to make everybody fit in. And Lauren said she was trying to do that. So hopefully now that grievances have been aired, it will work. But yeah, don't address this anymore publicly, because it's awkward, and I think it just makes it worse, and it just makes for more comments. So that's my 2 cents.